Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited. Today's Batchery prompt is number 65. A team of amateur kidnappers goes after a rich couple. They bungle it, the husband dies, and the wife escapes, then puts a contract on them. Okay. American family, well connected. The husband and the wife are both blue bloods, and they come from deep, 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 deep money. Old money. The guys who do the kidnapping, split them from south of the border. Maybe one of them helped on a kidnapping and he puts a bunch of illegals together and says, "Look, we can make a quick buck grabbing a couple. Why working gardens, mopping floors, cleaning toilets when we just grab these people one time? We do it right, we get paid, haha." And well, they sure enough they hit the estate posing as they get jobs illegally on the estate, and the kidnapping is actually quite easy because like half of the kidnappers are past security. Um, but the husband's a savvy bastard. He has one or two decent people working staff. They call the police. Um, as a matter of fact, the kidnapping goes so bad that the husband kills a few of them before they take him down, and they don't even get the wife. She eludes kidnapping. She makes it to the panic room. But enough of them are identified, and the police are going, okay, we'll find these guys. And the wife's like, no, you won't. No, you won't. And she says it with such certainty that it bothers the cops a little bit. But when everyone leaves, and she has a drink to steady her nerves, she goes up to his desk. No, she goes up to his safe, and she opens the safe, and inside is a Rolodex of names. And there's like one list in red, and it just has phone numbers. And she goes to the third one down. Basically, over the listing is, in case I'm ever kidnapped, call this number. And there's another one underneath it, in case I'm ever killed, call this number. And she calls them both. And she says, name your price. My husband's dead. I have a vague idea of the type of people who did it. Clearly amateurs. That's all I know. And basically that they're brown. I want them dead. I want them worse than dead. I want an example made. I want it to be epic. And that's what makes it unusual. It's not that she leaves it to the cops. Oh, no, 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 no. And it's not that she puts a simple contract on them. No, 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 no. And as for the ones who escape, it gets ugly. And that's just one way to do it. Other ways to do it, it could be a period piece, like 60s, like, yeah, man, we're gonna strike for the radicals, man. We're gonna do something for the movement, man. We're gonna grab these rich pigs over here, man. We're gonna grab them, and something goes wrong. And over the years, they get picked off on the anniversary of her husband's death. One of them dies badly, until like the last two say, okay, she's killing us, man. We gotta kill her back, and she's ready when they try. Or it's a comic book story where these guys are professionals and they hit this rich couple and they happen to be high-end supervillains. They do the ransom right. They do everything right. The husband just happened to have I don't know, a hot temper or something. He tries to escape. He uses his powers. He kills a bunch of them, and one of them kills him. But they get away, and the wife is like, she goes after them herself. She waits until her one true love's body's in the ground, and then she goes after the rest of them. And she Kaiser so says these bastards on her own, with powers that actually exceeded her husband's. These are ways I could have written this story. How would you have written it? Okay, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. Please check out talesunlimited.net. That's where the links are. Two of them to the podcasts. There is the Batchery Daily Prompt and the Disturbing Thought of the Day. Also, there are links to books on Amazon. Hit the links, check them out. Any purchases you make could be for print or ebook. There's the Batchery series, which is 200 writing prompts, like strange writing prompts, useful writing prompts, different writing prompts, and a little bit of wisdom on how to write that first novel. The one that some people spend years trying to finish, who waste too much time. Well, what if there was a system involved where you can go all the way through it, and if you go all the way through it, you can make money selling books, building your business, learning how to be an author, like a professional published author, while you're working on your first novel. How's that for different? Then on top of that, Batchery is useful for writers of any stripe, or just storytellers of any stripe, like an evil GM, game designer, comic book writer, screenwriter, or even a grizzled novelist who doesn't need help making books, just might need a twisted idea. These prompts could be spun into a multi-billion-dollar franchise in the wrong hands. You get my meaning here, grizzled novelists. Also, let's see, there are the anthology series, 2 of them. Unheroic and the Book of Schemes. What are they? New School Twilight Zone, 25 stories to a book. They're different from each other. Unheroic's about unlikely heroes saving the day, like, a political option. What if aliens find us and they don't invade us, they don't make first contact, they just see us as their favorite reality show? But they also figure the Earth's not going to be around in terms of a human population for very long unless they take some steps. So what do? They make our leaders and influencers useful in a way that is potentially explosive. That's unlikely, yes, as in terms of heroes saving the day. As for schemes, what if in the future crime got so bad that you could actually get a license to commit a crime? Like, let's say, a thief's license or an arsonist's license. You just go to the DMV, wait in a long, long line, and get your license. You can even get a license to murder. It's just expensive, and you better stay within your quota. Of course, the person behind the counter might be trying to kill you, or swindle you, or both. Also, there is the I Villain series, novels. Think Sin City with superpowers. Working on the 5th book now. What if there was a guy named Benjamin Clyde, gentleman fixer, dude in a suit? He has the best mercs in the world, pay him enough money, he can make your darkest dreams come true. Everyone uses him to solve their problems, from cops to terrorists to rogue cells of governments to the Vatican to demons. They all use him. And he's the best until one evening he has to shut his business down, fire all of his people, give up all of his money to make amends for something he had to do. Oh, one last thing. He also has to fight crime in Pillar City, which is the superhuman crime capital of the world. It makes Gotham look like Disneyland. His life expectancy is a week. What does he do? He ends up thriving because he has a past he told no one about, powers he told no one about, and he uses them to, on occasion, save the world. And when he does, he realizes, wait a minute, these bastards are rich. I mean, like billionaire rich. So I'm going to start a new business, and we're going to hit the worst villains, kill them, and take their stuff. So rather than have someone come back over and over and over again with scheme after scheme, trying to Dr. Evil, no. Dr. Evil dies on the first try. Everybody dies on the first try. And then he just takes whatever's left. I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. I'll see you tomorrow.